disconnected.
Yeah.
Has disconnected, so the teams have Get Him to the Ferris have called to use their remake because they feel that they will be too thrown for this game. They would like to start fresh without any pause or interruptions, and the other team is fine to agree with this. So they're going to go for the same picks and the same bands as they just had.
Yeah.
So nothing there will change. But we do know the other teams now. It's Big DC.
Big DC.
So Get Him to the Ferris against Big DC.
Could we play at 9 a.m?
It is important to note that it is 4:21 in the morning, and this tournament.
Right.
Oh, here we go. Now,
so just to clarify that due to the remake, they discussed and they came to the conclusion that it's going to be the same bands and same picks. So this will be a very fast draft in comparison to before, because all the decisions have already been made.
And if anyone alters from these bands or picks, they automatically concede the first match, and it is given to the other team.
Yes, which in a best of 3 is probably something you want to do.
No.
Because you have to win.
There's the Yasuo, there's the J4, there's the Malphite. Malphite has been played by Team Roman quite a few games tonight, as I've noticed from looking at their games. And he seems to be fairly strong on it, very concise with his ults, going in at the right time. Although that could be due to their shot caller, who I believe is One Taps, their team captain, AD carry, Tom Holland.
Yep. Right.
And notice how with the Jhin AD carry pick, they've got the Tahm Kench there for the quick extraction tank for if Jhin gets caught out.
Which is very important because Jhin actually is a very low mobile AD carry.
Yes.
Which is why we were very surprised that they picked him. The alternating between Ashe, also another very immobile ADC, and Jhin as well. However,
he is a very strong pick at the moment.
Yes.
To make up for his lack of mobility, Jhin can output a high range of damage, getting up to nearly 1,000 damage, even capping around there once he buys an elixir.
Due to his passive, which converts attack speed.
Attack speed
into damage.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're loading in. Once again, there will be another 3-minute delay.
Yes.
Once again, that we've explained why that is. So, I guess we could possibly discuss about. Who do you reckon on the team comp? Who do you reckon will win the first game?
Win the first game, just based off the team comp, I would have to say that Big DC would win. I feel they've got the better peel, the better engage and disengage.
Well,
and they've got a lot of range. Like if Get Him to the Ferris gets caught between the Jhin Curtain Call and the
Life-form disintegration
beam of Vel'Koz, the two ults, it'll be a very strong wombo combo, especially if they get caught within the J4 ult and the Malphite ult. It can be just one huge fuck to the face. Excuse my French.
Lovely.
But we were told we were allowed to swear.
I'm going to show my parents this.
Whatever. Anyway, but it will be one huge wombo combo that may be able to completely destroy Get Him to the Ferris. But it'll all depend on whether Yasuo can get his wind wall off, how Karma uses her abilities, and whether or not Alistair can interrupt ults or knock people away.
Well, my first reaction would definitely have been to say that DC Gaming, is that right?
Big DC.
Sorry, DC Gaming's a Dota 2 team. Big DC definitely looks like they have a better executable comp. Mm-hmm. However, I'm not going to put Take It to the Ferris to the side yet.
Yes, they have a very strong. What's the word I'm looking for? Their
synergy.
Yeah, their synergy is very strong. They're a team that's been practicing together for weeks. They've got someone coaching them through the ear as they play. They've got a designated shot caller for every move. They know what they're doing. They know their picks.
And you can see that from the domination that they've had in the gaming tournament so far. They haven't dropped a game so far. I'm not saying that there isn't a first.
Yes.
There's always a first.
And they know when to sub.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, they know
when... Clarification about the subbing rules is that the teams do have subs. However, they're only allowed to sub between games. Subbing during games counts as ghosting, which is against the right terms and conditions.
And once they're in the champ select, that's the players that are playing. They're no longer able to sub.
Locked-in players as well. We have 50 seconds before the game kicks off.
Yep. We'll be looking forward to some good plays, hopefully. It'll be interesting to see between the 80 carries who will trade better. You've got Caitlyn with very high range, but Jin outputs a lot of early damage if he can get his grenade to bounce correctly. And yeah.
See, neither comp really has a strong, like, they have good. I suppose the DC team has better early game, only through virtue of J4, who's known for his very early and strong
damage.
ganks.
Yes.
Malphite also has just significant power spikes. It's level 6, and so does Vel'Koz. However, I feel that this game is going to be a long game. However, Take It to the Fairest wants to finish mid-game because heroes, champions like Nunu tend to fall off quite dramatically as the game progresses.
It all depends on how they build the Nunu, though, whether they go for the Cinderhulk build, where he'll just become a tank and he'll just become a source of absolute peel for the team, and able to slow that Jin, get him caught out, slow down that Vel'Koz, and just cause a lot of grief for Big DC with all the ice slows, or whether he'll go for, say, the Runic Echoes build, where he'll just be going for pure output damage of AP scaling.
Okay, so on the head of it we have... I didn't actually get to see how many skins there were. I was going to make
quite
a few skins. Quite a few skins.
And here we go, loading in.
Now, do we trust ourselves to have the directed camera, or are we going to manual spectate?
I will leave it up to you.
Manual spectate.
You're in charge of it then.
Okay, D for directed S. Okay, so teams are leaving. We have a ping. Oh, you can't draw on the map in this, can you?
No, you cannot.
Okay.
Not in this mode, anyway.
Okay.
And we have...
Everyone seems to just be taking standard defensive positions across the board.
No invades seen here yet, as of yet. Rather interesting, we see that Big DC, J4 seems to be starting on his red side of the jungle, where the leash may not be as strong because you're only getting the leash from the top laner, but you can go for an earlier gank from that red buff damage.
Especially because you can transition through the mid lane if they're not expecting it. Secure the kill due to Vel'Koz's power spike, because he has CC available to him at an early level and he already has good damage. And then just transition to the blue as you continue. J4 just uses that to confirm. He didn't see anyone, however, they now know Jarvan is starting on this side of, this side of the map.
Yes, as Hakanova was able to see the flag or standard, I forget what it's called honestly, being put down in that brush.
Yeah, that's fine.
And there's a warding from Carmen in mid to watch for that early gank, as he is now aware of the J4 starting the red.
Alright, so standard start on the bottom side.
Get into Theris, starting on Krugs for that strong lease from the two bot laners.
Could be interested to note that Nunu has an interesting interaction, that he gets the normal passive from smiting, but he also gets an extra bonus from using consume on creep, so he actually gets extra health, which definitely helps his early game clear. So we're going to transition to the bottom lane now and see how we go. Got already some early pokes out.
Oh, we have a game pause.
Lagging by the looks of it. Hold on, I should be able to.
Yeah.
There you go.
Lagging. Yeah, we seem to be having lagging from Big DC.
Yep.
And there's a disconnect from their mid laners and Aslan. So. Oh, and there's double. Are we looking at another
remake?
Remake. I will go have a investigate first if you would like to stay here and keep
I can keep us company, because that's
keep us company.
4.
That's nearly the entire Big DC gone from the game. I'm just going to go investigate as to what the issues are and see if they're back underway yet.